What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is I, Craig the Mac, and I thank you for taking time out to watch this video, okay? So, as you guys saw in the title, I want to talk about how I feel a week into this transformation, okay? I want to go over some of the things I was expecting versus what actually happened, and get into some other stuff. So, how they say it, like, expectations versus reality, right? Now, I'm still in the first phase, which consists of me taking that fiber supplements every day, right? Now, initially, when I started, I think I may have been trying to do too much too fast, right? So, instead of me like slowly getting back into the gym, I went balls to the wall, right? Because I mean, I'm determined. I'm about that action, right? And you know, I'm still getting adjusted to the macronutrients I had set for myself, and this fiber supplement, right? So, what pretty much ended up happening for me is it was kind of like not a crash and burn, but I was trying to change too many things at once, and my body wasn't taking it too well. With the fiber supplement, I realized that my body was processing the food I was giving it much faster, right? So at that point, I began to realize the importance of food quality versus like food you really want to eat. For example, if I wanted to, for a snack, and while also having a protein shake, I could have a Snicker bar because it fits, right? However, that Snicker bar, I mean, there's some peanuts in there, but as far as the food carrying you over through time, I mean, that Snicker bar gets burnt up quick, you know? So, I've learned to try and get more into the complex carbohydrates, and I've always knew about, like, you know, what they call your complex carbs and your simple carbs, but I never really paid attention to how they make me feel. But once this fiber supplement came into play, I quickly learned the importance of the quality that you're putting in your body, right? Because at the end of the day, when you break down like the bare bones, pretty much core of what food is, even outside of taste, it's just energy. That's all it is. It is simply fuel for your body, right? So, yeah, a Snicker bar tastes great. However, that's like putting a quick little, you know, something you know is going to digest in your system fast. It is not going to stick around for very long. When you can compare that to, like, say, a sweet potato, or, you know, a solid bowl of oatmeal with maybe even some almond milk in it, like I do every morning, you know, and that keeps me full for a good long while. And like I said, before this supplement, I didn't notice that much of an impact as far as whether it was a simple carb or a complex, right? You know, in addition to what came with my 24-day Jumpstart, that journal covers a great deal of alternatives when looking for snacks, right? So, you know, instead of a Snicker bar, they recommend, you know, maybe a nut butter and some rice cakes or something like that, you know? And the book is dope. It's got a lot of great information and things, and I'll cover that in another video too. Also, another thing that plays a vital role is your meal timing, right? With me eating 5 meals a day, pretty much you want to keep the time that you're not eating relatively, well, what I would consider relatively short. So maybe every 2.5, 3 hours at the most, you want to be eating something, right? But what I was doing is I was getting sidetracked, right? I'll get caught up in trying to edit a video or do some housework or whatever the case. And I would, time would go on and I'd start to feel like worse and worse and worse. I can physically feel when it's been a few hours since I ate something. And my gym performance reflected it beyond anything I thought it ever would, right? I had eaten in the morning and I was about to go to the gym, but I got hung up because I had to put my daughter down for a nap. And I like to leave the house while she's asleep. That way, happy wife, happy life, all that good stuff, right? So I ended up waiting too long to eat and I just went to the gym. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to take this pre-workout, sit my BCAAs, and I'm going to be good. But, man, it was my push day. And 135 on the bench felt like, 185, 205. I mean, I'm shaking, okay? Even my endurance, I couldn't get the reps in. Now, I still could get a pump. My muscles would definitely show that. But I was struggling, So I put in a call to my connect, like, yo, I know what we're trying to do here, but it ain't happening, big fella, and they kind of schooled me to the game. And it's very important that you make the conscious decision, whether you're hungry or not, to get your meals in. There's genuine power in deciding when it is that you're going to fuel your body. Like, you stop listening, in a sense, to when your body says, oh, I'm this or oh, I'm that. And you tell your body, no, we're going to conform to this schedule. So you can fuss, you can fight, you can, grumble and complain because your body likes whatever it is you're doing right now. It may not exactly be, that accepting to change. But that's where that mind over matter comes into play, where you decide and your body has no choice but to comply. It may fight you for a period of time, but eventually it's like, okay, this is what we're doing. So that's pretty much what I ended up doing. On any given day, I could probably clear 4,000 calories, no problem, and not even think about it, just mindlessly eating. But once I made the conscious decision to take control of several aspects of my life, once you decide to do something, it clicks for you. As you guys know, I decided to start this transformation, and I'm still, gung-ho and, guns blazing, still on top of killing it, but life has a funny way of testing you, right? So, not to delve too much into my personal life, but my wife had a medical emergency, right? So when that happened, it was just me at the house with my two girls. And I like to put on this facade, oh yeah, I'm super dad, I help my wife a lot, and I do. But when it's all on you, it can be very daunting and challenging, because as a parent that's kicking it on their own for a little bit, you'll quickly learn it's no longer about you, right? You have to take care of them, make sure they're good first. So for a moment there, I kind of lost my marbles. I was like, yo, I don't even know where to begin, what to do, So I sent out a few texts, reached out to some people, and some people gave me some sound advice. Shouts out to you guys if you guys are watching this. And I was able to not only get through that time, but also keep my goals. I was able to remain, cognizant of what it was I was trying to do with myself. And that's not me saying what I'm trying to do here is more important than, my wife or some absurd mess like that. It's just that life had literally smacked me in the face. Right? And I was blindsided. I had no idea what to do or where to start, and I was kind of looking around for help when I realized, and this is something I want you guys to catch as well, no matter the situation life may put you in, if you genuinely want help, then look in the mirror and help yourself. Seriously. because no one's going to take care of you like you. Nobody knows your situation like you. Nobody will go as far as you will be willing to go to make sure that your needs are met, especially, you know, for your family. So, you know, through that tough time, you know, while trying to balance this, I guess I'll call it one of my many hats, if you will, I still made sure that I was able to, you know, to a certain degree, stay on top of this here transformation. And my wife is back home now. However, she isn't back to 100%. So I'm still kicking like it's just me. And I just wanted to make it a point to make this video, like, no matter what it is that you may be going through, when you decide, and I mean when you set it in your mind to achieve something, no matter what it is, life is going to punch you in the face. It's gonna happen. Everybody goes through something. But one thing I've learned in, you know, my 31 years of life is that it's not about what happens to you, in a sense. It's all about how you react to it, right? We don't have control over the things that happen in life. We honestly don't. But we do have control over how we react to them, right? And honestly, me being a Marine, it definitely, you know, that adapt and overcome mentality kicked in, and I just got her done, you know. But, you know, like I said, my wife is back home now, and she'll be back to 100% shortly. So what that meant for me is that I was unable to go to the gym, right? And that's okay. Because like I said, you know, my wife and my kids, above all else, they come first, right? But at the same time, that doesn't mean that I just, you know, stop doing everything entirely, you know. So I decided to work out in my garage. Now, a few years back, I had purchased a bench and some adjustable dumbbells, right? So I'm going to roll 2 clips right here. So in this first clip, I was just doing a standing shoulder press. And I like to do standing because it engages your core and you have to, you know, incorporate balance and things like that. But what I noticed is that my upper chest, my shoulders, and my traps, I can literally see, like, not much of a definition in terms of like striations, but I can definitely tell, okay, that's where the trap is, that's where the upper chest insertions are. Like, I'm beginning to see muscular, I hate to say like definition, but literally like definition, you know. And as you can see, I got my shirt off. I'm at the house, so I can do that, you know. I can't do that in the gym. And I still got plenty to lose, but I'm on my way, and I can see that, you know. And I'm starting to look good, big fella, you understand. With the second clip, I was doing some side lateral raises just to continue to show, like, hey, the upper portion of my torso is beginning to lean out, right? Now, whenever I go to the gym, I'm typically wearing a sweatshirt because I don't want to be distracted by what I may look like or appear like, right? I just want to get in the gym, get her done, and get out. But I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity to record myself. Especially without wearing a shirt. So there it is, you know. Some people may not see it as progress, but, you know, remember I said I started this journey at 302. And today I actually stepped on the scale. And yeah, I'm not going to give you guys that number. I'm going to save that for the end of the 24-day challenge. But needless to say, we're moving in the right direction, big fella. My clothes are beginning to fit differently on me. My wedding ring has some play in it now. I had to move a notch down on my belt, you know. I gotta go clothes shopping because stuff ain't fitting no more. But that's the best problem I think I could ever ask for. So yeah, man, everything's good, everything's great, everything is moving according to plan, right? And I'm just gonna keep rolling. I'm gonna stick with it. So I'm gonna keep kicking these videos out, man. I got so many ideas I need to get to you guys. I just gotta sit down and record it and get it out. If you guys have any questions or suggestions or comments or whatever, feel free to comment down below. I appreciate you guys sharing your most valuable resource with me, which is your time. I greatly appreciate it. And I look forward to getting this next video out to you guys. All right, so you guys stay tuned, subscribe for more, and we'll catch up with you later. Peace.